Okay, so part 2. This is the part where you as the teacher with the class about day 15, you'll start putting all the headings and the kids will tell you what to put. Okay, so the number of the day is 15, right? You put your 10s here. Ooh, this is a horrible marker. And the 1s here. Okay? Alright. 10, 1. And you have the other video and you can look at it. It's going to look a little bit better. I'm trying to hurry because I don't want this to take a long time. Okay, so up here is the objects. And you have to, they put the number of objects. So I like to do X's. I'll do what the girls do. All the girls like to do hearts. 3, and they're counting out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My hearts are horrible. 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. And they're counting these out. All right? Then the next section is tally. And we talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, cross makes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, cross makes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, cross makes 15. Do I do one more? No, Ms. Reed Hill, you don't do one more because our number is 15. And somebody will say, one more than 15 is 16, and that's not our number. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross makes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, cross makes 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, cross makes 15. Next we go on to our addition problem, our addition number sentence. I start talking that number sentence business early, first part of the year. So, and I let the students come up with whatever the addition problem is going to be. That's what I usually kind of have as a master and as a guide, but let's say somebody wants to come up with 8 plus 7 is 15. That's fine, because that's correct. Usually they're going to come up with something that deals with these tallies, like 10 plus 5 is 15, and that's fine. I'll write that down too. They may even come up with 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15, and that's fine too. Okay, that's the addition. Then the subtraction. I'm going to put the subtraction one over here, just because I can. And you're free to design your anchor chart how you want to, but I like to do them and add colors and all kinds of things to them. Subtraction problem, no matter what, somebody's going to say 20 minus 5 is 15. And I'm going to say, you're right, because they love to do the big numbers. 20 minus 5 is equal to 15. Because there's always somebody who's, even though this is the 15th day of school, the parents have been working with them over the summer, and so they'll know, how to do their subtraction ahead of time. Okay, and then money. Now, let me say this about money. I start talking about the penny, the nickel, and the dime very early. I just kind of talk about it, and when I do my mountain math, I have the coins, pictures of the coins, and we talk about all the attributes of the coins and the values of the coins. But I don't just really get in and teach about money. But we do just very surface. The penny is 1 cent, the nickel is 5 cents, and the dime is 10 cents, and that's pretty much it until it's time for us to get into money according to our scope and sequence and our state standards. Okay, but anyway, for the purpose of what we're doing, the penny is the easiest one, and that's what we always start with. And I'll say, well, 15. How do we get to 15 with money? And so they're always going to say 15 pennies. So I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I go through and I put 1s in all of them because I still want to reinforce that the value of the penny is 1 cent. And they know that that equals to 15. Now, somebody else who's been dealing with money, they're going to say, a dime. We already got a dime there. 10 pennies is equal to a dime. And then you got the 5 pennies, and that would equal to 15 cents. And I'd say you're correct. And then somebody else may say, but 5 pennies is the same as a nickel. Nickel is 5 cents. 5 pennies and nickel are the same. And I'll say, yeah, that's right. So either way, you write that down. And I forgot to write 15 pennies here. And then, yeah, it kind of just depends on the group, too. Okay, so then somebody said the dime. So I put the dime in there, and again, I'm going to put 10 because that's the value of the dime. And then let's do the nickel, the 5 cents. And then I'll write 1 dime and then 1 nickel. All right, so that's that. Okay, the word. Got to put the word because you want to work on the spelling for the number word. 15, F-I-F-T-E-E-N. And then I kind of like to make it kind of cutesy. If I had all my markers here and stuff, I'd probably do this one in a different color because I want them to know that how to spell it, and we talk about that. Then we've got to do those 10s, Rod, man. We've got to do those 10s. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We talk about the 10s and how there's in 15, the number 15, there's 1 10 and 5 1s to make the number 15. And see again, right here, I'm just drawing it out. This is the first step in like the manipulative. Then when I get to when it's math time, I pull out those rods, and they already know. When they see that rectangle, they already know that's a 10. And when they see the squares, the little bitty cubes, they automatically know those are 1s. So we have 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to kind of start building, so like when it's day 16, I'll put it like that and build all the way up, and then they'll be saying, hey, Mr. Hill, we got 2 10s and no 1s. Oh yeah, 2 10s and no 1s makes what number? 20. And so it all really kind of starts evolving and playing into how I really want them to understand about 10s and 1s. And then we can't forget about our sentence. Gotta write the sentence. 110 and 5 1s, and I'm going to write the word because I want them to learn how to read the word. 5 1s makes the number 15. And I put the number here just because I already have the word right there, and that's okay. All right? And then I always say, okay, what does that sentence always have to start with? And they say, a capital letter. What always goes at the end of a sentence? A period. So even though this is a math primer for our journal, I'm still talking about sentences because we know that's a main thing in first grade. This kid's learning to read, learning kids to write and do their math. Okay, I know I kind of went through that really, really fast. Please feel free to email me. Again, the purpose of doing this is my math journal. This is not the only thing I do for the journal. I also do the code date where like I put 04, 17, 10, if that was the date. You know, I talk about the code date. We do our graph of the day. We put that in our math journal. And we also do the problem of the day using our problem-solving model. But for this part, this is the anchor chart. This goes up on the wall and in the journal. That's just what the purpose of this serves. And it just continues to allow them to manipulate the number and not be afraid of the number. This 15 is loaded. It's objects, it's tally, it's addition, it's subtraction, it's a word. It can be used in a sentence. It can be represented by 10s and 1s, just like the objects, and it can be represented by money. I don't want kids to be afraid of money. Numbers can just be correlated to money. So that's that. Subtraction. If you have any questions, please email me. Okay, thanks.